Alright guys, sometimes you go online and pick up something just because you think that could be cool and possibly somewhat useful and the price isn't horrible. And today it came. So let's take a look. So like a lot of us, I'm a big fan of the coffee. But sometimes what happens is I have my cup of coffee on the table or where I'm working. I sort of lose track of time and I go to take a sip of my coffee and the coffee is pretty much cold. It's now iced coffee without maybe ice in it, but not what I had wanted. Now I had looked at some of these ceramic mugs that you can get, but they're pricey and they're not that big. I have a ton of mugs and I don't necessarily want to have a special mug that I have to use for this that isn't that big to start with. I want something that can somehow keep this coffee warm on my desk. So I got this, check this out. This is by a company called SAMADOYO. And I got this from Banggood.com. And I wanted it for, I got two of them actually. I got one for me, one for my wife. And the reason is, of course, is that we are both coffee drinkers and we have a tendency to put our coffee down and start doing something else, either at work or at home, and we lose track of time, and because of that, when we go to take a sip, it's cold. So this is supposedly like a stove top portable burner thing and it was originally, when I saw it, it said it was for like teapots, but teapots and coffee mugs, same deal. So let's crack it open, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, so nice and simple. There. Now, ready? This is the excitement. I know you can barely contain yourself. Now these weren't that expensive, and to be honest with you, they come in 3 different colors. Black, which is what we got, gold, and I'll say pink, but really, you know, it's that rose gold that everybody kind of has nowadays, rose gold. Now, the one thing to be aware of, because we've already opened my wife's and she's using it downstairs right now, and she is loving it, and is that when you open this, ready? When we open it, here it comes. Okay, this guy right here, SAMADOYO. So, Chinese, 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 Chinese. Cool, but my question was there anything in here that was important for me to know in English? Because there is no English instructions at all. Just be aware of that. So, just so you guys know, I'm going to go over this stuff for you. Basically what it says is that, because I use the translating app, here, let's bring it out, because this is what's in it. Ready? You get this. This is it. That's it. A little manual and the actual little heater guy. Okay, so here it is. SAMADOYO. SAMADOYO. Now, my first, really only complaint so far is that this cable here, not near as long as it could have been. That's it. I would love to have seen this be longer. I don't think that's a horrible thing for me to want. Okay, let's see if I can reach a plug. One sec. Okay, so it does at least reach my plug-in over there, which would be fine for here. I could put this over on the side here. I got some just stuff from all the unboxing I'm doing recently. So this, super simple. Just so you guys know, what does that manual say? Hit the button, red light on. Hit the button, red light off. On means hot, off means not hot. But it also means it could still be hot. And that's kind of what the manual is saying, is that this thing heats up to about, I think it's 55 or 60 degrees Celsius. So fairly hot. And I was touching my wife's just to see if it was heating up, and I might have burnt my fingertips. So just so you're aware. But what happens is we turn this on, it heats up, yep, see, hot already. Heats up right in the center. It does say in the instructions, don't put empty mugs or pots or anything like that on it. It should have liquid, because if not, it can damage it. It also says how to clean it. Just kind of clean it after every use if possible. Don't use a steamer or anything like that, because steam can get into the components. So power, safety, heated top. If this gets up to temperature and you turn this off, just like a standard stove nowadays, don't just go stick your finger on the element, because it's still hot. is what it's saying. Okay, that puts out a bit of heat. That's really cool. And I think I got this, it wasn't that expensive. It was like 20 or 30 bucks Canadian. Now it did take 3 or 4 weeks to get here, but it's here now. Seems to be working. Oh yeah, that's got some heat for sure. You want to make sure that you have a mug that's got a nice flat bottom though, because if you have anything that's arched on the bottom, what happens is the two pieces of ceramic or plastic or whatever it is aren't going to touch each other, which means the heat's not going to come through. It's literally just going to heat up the edge, which isn't going to be helpful. This is really cool because, like I said, heated mugs can be really expensive, and this takes your existing mug and heats it up. That's all right. Just make sure it's nice and centered. That's a win. That's a win, especially for the price. That's it, my friends. Heated mug thing by SAMADOYO. Yep, SAMADOYO. I'm gonna leave a link down below. You guys can go get one if you want, because if you're a coffee drinker, maybe not a fast coffee drinker, this could be very useful. At least it is for me. All right, that's it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, my friends. Go down there, grab a link, pick one up. Love it. Keep your coffee warm. We'll talk to you in the next video. Have a good one. Later.